When we discuss literature, it's very important that we learn to ask good questions. Whenever you're in a classroom setting, questions happen naturally. The teacher asks you questions, but that's really not enough. And one of the best ways of improving your learning is improving your questions. So that is what we will be discussing, and this is a practice that you will eventually internalize as you are reading and studying a poem, a short story, a novel, as you're watching a movie. There are 3 levels of questioning. There's the literal level, the interpretive level, and finally the evaluative level. The literal level is what is actually, really, truly, literally happening. Okay, there's no deep thinking going on here. It's just simply, can you put your finger on the detail on the page? What is happening? For example, in the poem, which this video assumes you have read, Girl Writing a Letter, this is a literal level question. What does the thief steal? That is merely a detail. You could actually physically put your finger on the answer, and that is what the literal level entails. Up from the literal level is the interpretive level. Now this is where you start doing some deep thinking, some analysis that happens. All right? We are moving beyond the evidence, the literal details, and going into associations and analysis, ideas that come from your own brain. All right, so again from Girl Writing a Letter, but spinning off from the literal level question we just posed, what did the thief steal? Here we have an interpretive level question. What is the significance of the thief's decisive move to this painting? Notice this question does not ask, what painting did the thief go to immediately? That would have been literal. Rather, what is the significance of the thief's decisive move to this painting? So now, in order to address this question, you have to analyze the poem. Before we move on to the next level of questioning, realize this about the interpretive level. This question is still specific to Girl Writing a Letter. We are analyzing this poem. That will make more sense to you as we examine what constitutes an evaluative question. An evaluative question, you'll notice, is the highest level of questioning. The evaluative level extends beyond the realm of the text, and it deals with life. So now an evaluative level question cannot be limited to the poem like the interpretive question was. So now you'll notice that this question, even though it was inspired by Girl Writing a Letter, even though it was inspired by what the thief stole, it was inspired by his direct and decisive move and why he did that, this is really a question about life instead. How can we enter into art? There are many possible answers to this question.